you taking photos of the bank?
I'm not taking photos.
Oh, okay. You said we. I thought maybe you and I were both doing it.
No,
Oh, yeah.
They're actually calling the police on you. You're taking photos inside of a bank.
Oh, now are they aware of the fact? Are they aware of the fact that this isn't North Korea, that people can take photos from public sidewalks, or no?
Well, not on a bank where there's private information.
Are you under the impression it's against the law for
so
me
you're
to...
just going to be a jerk? You're not going to answer me?
I'm asking straight for... Are you under the impression it's against the law?
You're an idiot, dude.
Hey, by the way, you're a fucking moron if you think it's against the law.
You are too. You're the one standing. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, look at me, right? Rolex, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, you look like a fucking moron telling me you're calling the police for taking pictures on a sidewalk, dude.
You're a loser, though.
Get a clue, moron.
That's why people are calling the police on you, loser.
So you heard it. The little bald Asian dude in here said they're calling the police on me, and I'm a loser and he's not because, and I quote, he's got a Rolex. I like poke him with a sharp stick.
Oh, right.
Hey, little man. Hey, Rolex. When the police stopped laughing at you, what'd they tell you? Did they say they're gonna be on the way out here to get the guy taking photos from a public sidewalk?
Hey, some of your stuff, dude. Pick it up.
What'd the cops say after they stopped laughing at you?
They said you're a loser.
How's that Rolex treating you?
With your mom.
How's that Rolex? Oh, a BMW. All right. I gotta get your plate number real quick. I'm gonna swing around. Yeah, I'm gonna come around. I am. I'm coming around. There you go. 9 Charlie Fargo Tango 499. I got it.
Clients don't even want to come out because this guy's standing outside harassing.
Standing outside on the sidewalk taking pictures isn't harassment, dumbass.
With your mom.
I understand you have a Napoleon complex. What are you like, 5 foot? What are you like, 5'2"? I get it. I get little tiny man, big huge ego. I've seen it before.
Hey, where's your money? Where's your bank account? You don't have any. Loser.
Claims I'm harassing customers to the point where they don't want to come outside. I haven't talked to a single solitary customer.
That guy said that?
No complaints in yourself. What's up, Sarge?
I guess I got a call reference you taking pictures and video and stuff.
Oh my God, that's a crime of the century. I hope the dispatchers are telling these people, yeah, public sidewalk, cameras, not a crime.
I told them that people are panicking.
I know, yeah. I've seen it. I know some guy came outside and started screaming at me, telling me they're going to call the police. And I said, well, the good news is I'm not breaking the law. The bad news is stupidity can't be fixed. So I'm sorry, sir. Don't abuse the 911 system, but...
Yeah, but they're calling us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know. I figured.
My officers know, but clearly they don't know the law like we do.
Yeah.
So I'm not...
Were you going to talk to them at all? Are you going in there?
So I'm going to make a call in, but
Just let them.
understand it's other customers
Yeah.
complaining and they probably don't know any better.
And just so you know, I'm not. The guy said you're harassing customers. I said, sorry, I haven't talked to any of your customers.
They'll say what
Oh,
they
yeah.
say to
Oh,
the
sure.
dispatch just to get us to come out.
Yeah, I know how it is.
Give you a heads up.
I know how it is. That people, they lie 90% of the time when they call in on somebody like me.
Agreed. But just so you know, that the call comes out.
Appreciate you, Sarge.
Have a good day.
Have a good one. There you go. Good job. Good job. Somebody called the blinds hotline. Today we're in San Diego County, California. San Diego County has a population of right about 3.3 million people. And we are outside of it. It's November 4th, by the way, the day before the big 2024 election. And we're outside of the Registrar of Voters. A lot of places they call this maybe the Board of Elections. These folks are a lot of things, but Board of Elections they are not. Let's pop in here and see if things are going smoothly and make sure that we abide by all laws governing press outside of voting booths and stuff like that. Let's rock and roll. Registration. That's this stand right over here. That's a great shot. What's that? I can't film voters. In what context? What do you mean? Where are you saying I can't take pictures?
Inside, you can't film voters inside the registrar voter's office.
Okay, I can't film voters inside, but I can outside? Oh, I'll make sure all in compliance with the laws.
25 feet away from the building.
25 feet away from this building.
So you see that, those two big heads?
Yeah,
It's just on
yeah.
the other side of that.
All right, so no pictures allowed inside here. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you can take pictures of this, but
But-
you can't take pictures of anybody, any voters.
Gotcha. Are these the voters right here? These people voting?
Yes.
I thought they're just turning in their mail, aren't they?
Well, but they're still voters.
Well, everybody's a voter if you put it that way.
But it's,
So you're saying that one can't take photos of any voters even though they're not actually voting here? I'm confused by that.
unless you pre-register with the registrar of voters and get permission from them
Permission to do what?
to take the pictures.
Okay, all right.
Inside the-
All right, how about if I just don't photograph voters? How about that? This is a polling place as well, right? People going in there to vote?
Right now, no.
So there's no voters back here?
Not to my knowledge.
All right. I will make sure I'm in compliance with the law, sir. All right. Can't take pictures of voters. Ooh. Anything I am legally allowed to take pictures of.
This display,
Yeah.
take pictures of that, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But without permission, you're not allowed to take pictures of the ballots being processed. Without
The ballots are ballots being processed right here? They're being processed right here? Like the sink?
not here.
Gotcha.
In other areas of the facility.
Okay, so, but none right here, right?
Or you can take pictures of this.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. All right. There's nothing going on in this hallway, is there? All right.
See the top behind the windows?
Yeah.
That's where they process the ballots.
Gotcha.
You can't take pictures of that without permission from the registrar.
Gotcha. When they're processing the ballots, all right? Are you saying when they're processing the ballots, or just anytime?
Anytime during the election, you have to have permission to take photos of what's going on in the rooms.
In this room right here?
Yes.
There's nothing going on in there right now, right?
I don't know that, but
Oh, it seems pretty obvious. The lights are out. And,
just because it looks like it doesn't mean it is.
well, I think it's pretty safe to say there's nothing going on in there right now. How about if I just use common sense and let that rule the day? All right. Common sense is common sense. You know, as my grandma used to say, though, common sense ain't so common. So, there you go. Anywho, common sense ain't so common. That's what my grandma used to say. You got that right there. Office of the Registrar of Voters. Now check this stuff out. You got some old campaign buttons here. Let's see how many of these folks in here I voted for at one time or another. Well, I'm seeing one. One of these characters I have actually voted for myself at one time or another. I'll let you guess who that person is. Look at that. You guys remember the 2000 election with the hanging chads? Here are 1 million chads. Each piece of these little things represents one vote. In the pre-computer 1970s, this was the telephone that relayed the latest election results from the Register of Voters in Kearney Mesa to the downtown election center headquarters. All right. All right. I'm not sure what's going on in that area there, but we'll go down the hallway. I really don't need an escort, sir. I assure you, I'm not breaking the law.
Everything else,
Hang.
pictures of.
Okay, so do you see this camera right down here?
Yes.
All right, is there a problem with their camera, or is it just mine?
He has permission.
He has permission from who?
Registrar of Voters.
You think that I need to have permission from the Register of Voters to take photos in public?
Of work that's being done in the.
I'm not taking pictures of that work in there, sir. Seriously, scram. Unbelievable.
So I guess another question following along with your vote is what can we expect or what can students do once they have voted and we pass? There's a way to get onto SD Vote to be able to check to make sure that your ballot is processed.
So you guys saw that rather obnoxious poll worker that was in there telling me I can't take photos of voters and stuff. There were no voters in there. I mean, there were voters, but they weren't voting at the time. So we're gonna go ahead and measure the distance from the doors to outside here and see exactly how close we can get to these doors. Let's have some fun, shall we? Nice shady spot right here.
Are you with the media, sir?
Am I with it?
Did you check in with Antonia?
I'm standing out here on the public sidewalk, 25 feet away from the doors. Is there something I can help you with, ma'am?
Well, I'm trying to understand.
You're trying to understand how cameras work, or what are you trying to understand?
You don't have to be aggressive with me.
I'm not being aggressive. I asked you a simple question. What are you trying to understand? I can help you understand.
So my question is, any media that we have, did you check in with our media coordinator?
A check-in for what purpose? I'm standing out here 25 feet from the doors. What would I need to check in for exactly?
Are you recording me?
I am recording you, yes.
Can
What?
you turn that off? Because I don't want to be recorded.
Then maybe you should get away from me, ma'am. I'm out here taking pictures and video of the building.
Call this
You do that. You do that. Good luck with that. Make sure you let them know I'm 26 feet away from the doors, ma'am. And then they accuse me of being aggressive. Seriously. Really? Get help. Get help. As you all know, I already have a producer. I don't need another one that I've never met before telling me how to take photos and where to aim my cameras and all that. I just don't need that nonsense. So I measured. I'm actually 25 feet away from the doors. Is right about where that little spot is there. So I'm actually about 27 feet away. We'll go ahead and measure and show the viewers here exactly how far we are from these doors. Okay, so I've got a little device here. I'm gonna aim it right over there at these doors. Wait, I'm gonna pull it right here by the camera. There we go, let's see. Boom. I'm gonna measure 3 times. There's 1, there's 2, 3. Boom. There you go, 3 measurements that I took. Where I'm standing right here, where the camera is 30.299 feet, or 30.502 feet, or 30.4. It's very clear that my camera is actually 30 feet away from these doors. Dropbox. So, hey, how are you?
I just wanted to tell you I don't want to be on camera.
You picked the wrong job if you don't want to be on camera, girl. I mean, you probably don't want to work outside here if you don't want to be on camera today. That's what I'm out here to shoot is entrance to this building.
Okay, I'm just saying like if you can just like exit my face or.
I'll see what I can do. I'll use as little footage of you as possible. But yeah, I'm aiming this direction.
So, okay.
I won't be here all day.
Okay. Well, if you could just like exit out my face or something.
I don't know if I can do that, but as of right now, you're not actually in the frame. It's just kind
Okay,
of
perfect.
right there.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Do you need to check out the ballot or things some check?
No, it's just because they put it on the 22nd.
Okay, so now this gal is going around asking anybody with a camera out here to not get her on camera. It's a little strange. A little strange. So I didn't take my camera inside here just now, but I did go in there and talk to the woman who was busting my chops about this. And I appreciate the irony. She actually said that she's scared of me. She's scared of me. I mean, I don't know if it's she doesn't want her picture taken because she feels she's not an attractive woman. I don't know what the story is there, but why somebody taking photos of a registrar of voters location and a polling location the day before a historic election, why that would frighten somebody is baffling to me. But I went in there and pointed out the fact that she was busting my chops, but when a woman is standing here clearly closer than 25 feet from the building taking photos, she had no problem with that. So it looks like it's a little selective. I guess she's not afraid of a woman with a camera, but she is afraid of a man with a camera. Very interesting. So,
Yeah, that's good.
it seems Imelda has changed your mind in there regarding the distance one can be from the building. They're fairly inconsistent. They're out here busting my chops earlier because I was standing about where you are, and they're telling me that I couldn't do that legally. So I stepped back to the 25-foot mark, and then it turns out they're not really enforcing that. They're just enforcing it on me. So,
Who are you?
I am a member of the press that doesn't ask permission where I can take photos and videos because I know my rights. Yeah,
What press?
I can't say actually. That could.
As a member of the press, you're supposed to tell me.
No, you're clearly not either not a member of the press or you don't know your rights. You do not need to tell them who you are with if you're a member of the press. By the way, the crazy lady inside that says that I was frightening her, the gentleman next to her said that it was my attitude that scared her, not my camera, my attitude. Apparently, when you know your rights and you don't listen to their bullshit, that scares them. And I'll be frank with you, I kind of like that scares them. I like that. So, know your rights. Don't let people tell you what you can and can't do if you already know what you're doing is illegal. And contrary to some members of the media, you do not need to tell them which organization you are working for when you're outside taking photos and videos in public and publicly accessible places. Now, a lot of members of media will go in there and they'll kiss their ass and they'll get permission for this and they'll wear a little lanyard and badge. That's not necessary in the United States of America. Perhaps North Korea, I don't know. But in America, you do not need to tell them who you work for when you're out gathering content for a story for the press. All right, I'm hoping that these folks just leave their gear here long enough for me to grab it because it's far better than mine. Let's stick around. I'm just messing with you.
Hi.
How's it going?
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I gotta ask you. I always find it strange people ask me that. So just between you and I, what does it look like I'm doing exactly?
It looks like you're taking pictures of the bank.
There you go. That's all I'm doing.
But do you have credentials that say you can take pictures of the bank?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Do you have credentials that says you can take pictures of the bank but get you did?
Yes, I absolutely do. I have credentials showing I can take pictures of the bank. I do actually. Bada boom. All right. Let me see. Okay. It is. Okay. So it's the United States Constitution. It's the First Amendment. I don't know if you're familiar with the free press. Are you not from the United States or?
Okay, I'm going to tell my manager that you've been cooperative.
Wait, you gonna tell the manager what? Why I couldn't hear you. You gonna tell the manager what? You're gonna call the police because I'm taking photos? Sir, I literally just showed you my documentation. It's the Constitution. All right. Well, this nice gentleman said he's gonna call the police on me. to assume that police educated you on our rights, sir. Yeah, this is the United States of America. It's not North Korea. So when I'm on a public sidewalk, I can take photos of anything that I can see. So just trying to help you out for future reference. You don't waste the police resources calling the police on somebody outside of the camera. That's just crazy, man. And had you not told me you're calling the cops, I would have left 20 minutes ago, but I'm waiting for the police. I don't flee when the police are being called on me, sir. Maybe that's something you're used to, running from the cops, but yeah, I don't run from the cops.
Started walking towards I was walking out right here, TTA family. Seen a guy down there on the phone. And then this right here, this car right here kind of looking like it was an officer. Let's see. Oh yeah, and unmarked, huh? Another police officer just went back there. SUV.
How's it going?
How you doing, officer?
Good, how are you?
Man, pretty good, man. I didn't even know you got those type of cars. You can't even pull nobody over in that, man. Where the flashing lights at?
We got all types of everything. What's going on today?
Man, nothing much, man. Obviously, they probably called you for me. I'm not really probably entirely sure. I did have a dialogue with a young man back here on the other side. Just walking around taking photos in public, man. One of them did kind of raise it up as an issue. Right when you was pulling up, a young man was standing at the corner of this building on his phone, so this could be him, I'm not sure. Get out of his way. But obviously someone from Public Works called you, so. Well, how you doing? Well, it wasn't them. Well, I mean, what did they say on 911?
I think we just want to figure out that everything's fine and, why, you're here, just walking around because it is a restricted area, so.
Okay. Well, this area is not restricted.
Yeah.
Where does it say that at?
Yeah, because for the gates for Public Works.
Yeah.
There's the public parking lot right there, and then this is where all the employees are working for the gated area.
Right. So you're talking about, okay? Because I see a sign right there, letting the public know that you can't access that door. So past that sign, but through this gate, there's no signs saying anything about it being restricted. Plus, I had talked to someone at work here, and everything was all good. How you doing, officer? How you doing? Yeah, pretty good. So, I mean, I'm not entirely sure, I don't know if you want to contact maybe the young man that I was talking to. Maybe he called you. I'm not sure. Like
the staff here called because where this area is, this restricted for safety.
Okay.
So if you're on that outside, though, you're all good to go on that side of the fence, but this side is not publicly accessible.
I understand what you're saying, Sarge, but like I was explaining to him, there's no signs even restricting this area at all.
Okay.
So,
yeah, well, that's why we're telling you now, because it's either when there's signage or people are telling you because the area is restricted for safety. Again, these are public service vehicles driving through here. We want to make sure you're safe. So
I'm going to be safe. I'm just staying in the publicly accessible area. This is publicly accessible.
This is not public accessible, so I'm letting you know this is not public accessible.
Well, maybe you should contact someone that called then, because no one even asked me.
We're telling you, because we work with the village. This is the village's property to make sure they work through the Public Works production. You see all these vehicles coming through here. So I'm going to ask you to move to that side of the fencing, and that's fine. I can make sure that they're aware that you don't feel there's enough signage, but that is the situation, okay? So that's all I'm asking you. Wait. Same reason I'm asking you to go there. The last thing I want to have happen is...
I mean, right before you guys were pulling up, I was getting ready to go inside of Public Works to file a FOIA, but...
That's fine.
I mean, I was getting ready to leave, but I wanted to hang around right here, obviously, to wait for you guys, but when I was saying I would talk to two personnel, and the first guy I talked to, he was great. He was like, yeah, you want to go to Public Works, go up the hill, and no one's, you know what I mean? There's no problem. Plus, there has to be signage in order to be restricted. You get what I'm saying? Or someone from a higher authority has to tell me it's restricted.
So I'll go with you if you want to go to the office and make sure which areas can be. They do open it up to the public for certain things, to drop off certain things. If you're dropping off as a resident, certain times to recycle and things of that nature. But the last thing I want you to do is get hurt. So
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, we can, but I can show you some. Maybe this young lady.
Yeah, but you can definitely do a FOIA request because that's why they have it. But I'll show you where that entrance is for the public.
Okay.
Oh, you're good. You're going out here. Okay.
Officers, what's your name and badge number before you get out of here? I didn't get you guys.
Yeah, Officer Labs 416.
Appreciate that. And you, sir?
Officer James 415.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Sergeant Tyson 408.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, so I want to show you something too real quick, Sergeant, where it kind of lets you know where the public could be back here.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me just show you what it says up here.
Absolutely.
Like I said, when you guys pulling up, I was getting ready to leave, but I wanted to hang around.
Hey, we don't want any misunderstandings, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. So you see this sign right here? So this sign is letting the people know beyond this point, employees only.
I see how it's facing. I'll tell you, listen, I don't want misunderstanding. The intent being, again, for public safety, we don't want people going back there. When they do set up for things like public drop-off and things of that nature, they will do it with specific signage saying, hey, drop off your electronics, drop off your signage, and then they put up cones and everything to let people know where they can go safely. We don't want regular public going back here. There are large vehicles moving.
I understand that. I understand that.
So let me show you where that front office is. It's around the front.
But they still got to put up some type of signage, Sarge. Even if you look right here, right? You would think it'd be right here where it says no one permitted press, and it's not.
Be happy to make sure they're aware that maybe some other signage would be helpful for the public.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
And then if you don't have other questions for me, I'll let you go into the office, get your FOIA, and then just again for your safety, if I can just ask you not to go beyond that fence. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, sorry, but I'm 40-something years old. For my safety, I know exactly how to get out the way if a car comes, man.
But the same thing is, like for example, we had a traffic crash. We got to make sure that people are doing that. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. So.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
right here, if you want to do a FOIA request. That'd be the front office to take care of it.
Now, no one has. No, I'm just real quick because I mean I'm not going to go back there only because I was done with my shots.
Perfect.
But if I do choose to, I have the right to. That's all I'm saying, sir. I have a right to be in publicly accessible areas and record. I do.
You do. You're absolutely right. What I want to make sure, because again, I'll tell you right now, those fences are very often closed.
Okay.
Obviously, if they're closed, are you going to interpret that as being something you can walk through?
Well, of course not, because you'll be breaching. Yeah, but that's open though.
I'll remind them to close it for that safety for the same reason, because we don't want to make sure people are safe. So I'll remind them that they should keep it closed if that's a misunderstanding that you're having.
With the gate?
Yeah, the gate then needs to stay closed if that's the misunderstanding that the gate being open for the trucks coming quicker.
Right.
Denver, you can go. All right, so just want to make sure on the same page, but I'll let them know that made you misunderstand that having the gates open so the trucks are getting in quicker is making it appear that it's open for the public, because it's not. So I will tell them.
I wonder what makes it not though. Like, you know, the only thing that can make it not is a sign.
Well, no, you just told me exactly that. Breaching through the fence line would give it the same interpretation as a sign. So I want to make sure they're aware of that, because I don't want people to misunderstand.
Right, but I mean, we on the same page too. That if the fence is closed, and I make entry still past the fence, that will be a breach.
That would be a breach.
But it's not when it's open.
Right, so if that misunderstanding's right there, I don't want you to misunderstand this, so I'll let them know to make sure they close that. I don't want anyone else to have a misundersting.
Okay, so you're going to tell them now?
I will. I'm going to talk to the supervisor that's in charge of that gate. So,
okay.
But you're going to go in and do the FOIA request?
Yeah, I definitely will. I definitely will.
Hey, listen, thank you for cooperating with us.
You have name. All right. Yep, for sure. So, man, I wish I wasn't getting ready to leave, man. I mean, I could have stuck around to make a point, but I was on the way out, you know, to come over here and file it for you, and then they showed up. But it is what it is, man.